Yo, what's up YouTube? This is JamMerit coming to you today with a brand new video, boys, and today we are going to be going through my crazy pull from the daily activities and then playing the final game for ACOSTA in the South American campaign. So let's get right into the video. So guys, welcome to another video on the channel, and today guys we are going to be going through the final match for ACOSTA in the South American campaign, and just quickly talking about this insane daily activity pull that I got, guys. So yeah, as you can see here from the screenshot, I did actually pull GG Buffon. Absolutely like an amazing pull, man. Like, it's my first elite from daily activities. I have pulled one elite prior in the player packs. I opened up a random 35k pack and I pulled a 82 overall Baumann, I think it was, goalkeeper from Hoffenheim. But yeah, this is just absolutely absurd, this pull. I've seen a few people pull better, but this is probably like one of the best pulls I've seen from daily activities. So it just goes to show, guys, how important it is to do your daily activities. Like, on top of FIFA points collection, XP coins, there is the chance to just pull something out of this world. But yeah, guys, let's just jump back into the game, go up and claim the earnings of this GG Buffon, and then we'll go back to some post-commentary from about 3 days ago when we did finally claim up that ACOSTA. But obviously, since then, I've had to do a few other videos. But anyway, guys, let's get right into it. So, guys, just before we get into the final game for the ACOSTA, I am working on the North American campaign at the moment for the Schweinsteiger. Get a whole bunch of FIFA points in this one. So hopefully I'll have this one finished in, I don't know, about a week or so. Maybe even less. It depends how much tournament I play this week. Also, the thing is that I think you only need Legendary 1 for this. It's very hard to decide whether or not I want to go for Legendary 1 because it is still very, very hard. But yeah, I will be working towards Bastian Schweinsteiger next because I have had a bit of trouble with the English campaign. It is very, very hard. I am getting there slowly, but I feel that I'm just not progressing as much, so that's why I went for the ACOSTA, and now the Bastian Schweinsteiger. But let's just jump into the market just to talk about the GG Buffon, and then we'll jump into the final game for the ACOSTA and then end off the video. And here we are, guys. So 1.75 mil we sold that for, and that is simply by completing daily activities. Absolutely fantastic. So we will go through and claim up those earnings. We are nearly at 6 million coins now. A lot of people ask me how to make coins. Guys, I've made videos on this before. I have a full video on investing. Go and watch that video. That explains everything that you need to know. That's how I make my coins, by investing, and obviously pulls like this help as well. But investing is very, very key for me. But anyway, guys, let's just jump into the final game for the ACOSTA, then end off the video. So guys, here we are. We are coming up against the Boca Juniors. As I said, this game was recorded a few days ago. So I just want to quickly talk about sort of how I'm approaching these campaigns. Like, they are very, very difficult. But one thing that I've noticed, so when you come up against the teams when you're not actually at a deficit, like you're not 3-0 down, you can push a bit more with your defenders. But if you are 3-0 down, I suggest you let the computer actually just go through and just let them pass, and then defend with your back line, because if you don't let them pass, they'll just keep parking the bus and they'll pass the ball back. Whereas in games where you're at a level sort of field, I find that you can push a bit more. So what I do, generally speaking, especially against like the 120 overalls, is just primarily select like a midfielder and then just try and rush them by holding on them or just holding the sprint button. I do not try to touch the analog stick as much, you know, because sometimes I feel that if I do, it will sort of just mess it up, and I'll mess up my lines completely, and I'll leave like a huge hole in my defense. I do when I'm tracking back, like as you saw there, for example, with Keita, trying to predict the passing lane, which had actually worked out to my benefit in this occasion. But yeah, how are you guys doing with the campaigns, guys? A lot of people now are starting to finally go through and claim up a lot of the players, as we score another goal there with Keita. Absolutely fantastic, pretty much from the back end of our half. But yeah, a lot of people now are going through and actually claiming up the Keita. Sorry, not the Keita. The Ramos, Buffon, and Silva, which is great, guys. Let me know how you guys are doing. If you guys are still not at 90 overall, just make sure you try and work towards getting, you know, to chapter 4 of each of the campaigns, because, you know, with Team of the Week no longer being a thing in terms of the event, You know, it doesn't take up much stamina. It is pretty much prime opportunity to focus on the campaigns. Like, the thing I don't like about campaigns though, and like, you know, with repeatable events, is that campaigns, they take so long. You know, in the like lower chapters, like chapter 2, 3, and sometimes 4, I just let it, you know, I just do it, play it while I'm actually doing other stuffs, because usually if you just let it autoplay, you'll win, depending on the rating. But the chapter 5s, you generally speaking have to play. But yeah, that's one thing that I do miss about like just a heavy repeatable event. You can just jump into the game for 5 minutes, smash all your stamina out, and then that's it. So yeah, it's sort of like, I don't know, it's give or take. Then we make it 3-0, guys, and this is against a 120 overall team, so going pretty well. Let's just jump into the next half, however, and then see how we finish. Up 3-0. Now, I just want to talk about a few things. So first and foremost, obviously, what I want to talk about is just the ability to cross and the ability to actually defend across in this game, or especially in campaign, and also obviously auto-switching. Auto-switching is a very, very big problem. A lot of people do face that. However, the big thing with defending a cross is that a majority of the time when you're trying to defend a cross, the person that you actually got selected, or the defender that you've got selected, won't actually jump, and he will always get beaten to the ball. It is a bit of a concern in my opinion. Have you guys come across that? Because I have seen a lot of people talk about this, and a lot of people have actually come to me and talked to me about this, saying that I cannot defend for my life on a cross. But yeah, just wanted to quickly touch on that, and just let me know if you guys are actually facing those types of problems as well. Very interested to know. Hopefully we can get a fix on that in the future. But we are up 4-1 here, guys. We are pretty much in cruise control at this moment in time. Absolutely fantastic. It looks as though that we will be going through and claiming up that ACOSTA. I do also want to quickly talk about the Argentinian campaign and why it is so important. Now, first and foremost, people may be thinking like, why are you even bothering with ACOSTA? First and foremost, his stats are phenomenal. He has absolutely insane stats. He completely blows Ronaldo out of the water in terms of, you know, just his speed and his acceleration, which are very, very key on the wing, in my opinion. I don't think his finishing is as good, but his speed is just something else, guys. It's really, really crazy. The second thing is that a lot of people were sort of under the assumption that you can't actually do the South American campaign because you need to be 95 overall rated. Guys, that's not the case. You only need to be 95 overall rated to claim one of the bonus reward players. But for ACOSTA, you only need to be 90. So that is something that you guys may want to consider. And the third important point about ACOSTA is that obviously he is relatively easy to complete. The games are very, very easy, in my opinion. You only need, I think, a 90 overall, plus the 25 league versus league victories, which some people are still working towards, which is great. The games are just like, seriously, it feels like probably the easiest campaign when I compare it to Spain, Italy, and also the French one. Obviously, the English one and the rest of the world ones are in their own category. But in terms of just the standard campaigns, I feel that the Argentinian one is probably one of the easier ones, or sorry, the South American one is one of the easier ones. And the third point that, the last point that I just want to touch on quickly about the Argentinian campaign is that I think 4 of the 5 elites available are all Argentinian, guys. So that includes ACOSTA. They are really, really, really going to help you with squad builders for potential icons in the future. Those being, you know, Zanetti, Maradona, and Crespo, I think was the other one. I'd really love to get Zanetti, because I think that the game at the moment does sort of lack right wing backs, right backs, left wing backs, that sort of stuff. So let's hope that we get those in the future. But here he is, guys, 90 overall ACOSTA. Absolutely insane card. Very, very happy for this. But let's just quickly jump and have a look at his stats, guys, and then we'll end off the video. Just before we do that, we will go through and claim up this achievement there. So this is our 4th campaign that we have completed. We are also working on that Kylian Mbappe. We're about 2,500 goals away from him. So we should be getting him, you know, relatively soon. If I grind out sort of Verse Attack or Tournament this week, it should help me a lot. But I'm just going to go through and find the ACOSTA. Just going to change up the formation so we do have a winger there. And then we'll just quickly go through and claim him up. So I think this Ronaldo is actually 90 overall. As you guys can see, insane, alright? Absolutely insane stats, man. What an insane card. The only problem with ACOSTA is that, and with all the campaign players, is that the XP that they require is just absolutely absurd. But yeah, like I said, guys, this is recorded a few days ago. Just going to quickly show you his stats out of position. I think that he is absolutely fantastic. I have played with him since recording this video, and yeah, he is amazing, guys. He is very, very fast. He sort of reminds me of Man of the Match Mertens from last season, or even Impact Mertens. But for now, this is going to be the end of the video for today, guys. Thank you all for your support, and this is JamMerit signing out for the day, and peace.